that fire detector alarm
Yeah.
playing all day, every day. It'll make you go insane,
Hey,
honestly.
HB, I know that I have 2 9-volt batteries left because of this because of this video. First thing I thought is, what? My fucking fire detector? Let me go check my battery.
Right. That's because we're saying, Stanley, we can't just live in a home with a beeping like that. But a lot of black folks, they could just, they could just, man, it makes them go crazy. It makes them violent. It makes
And
them
just so
violent.
you know, the lady, the reporter who's interviewing her is a young black woman.
Well, of course she is.
Yeah, I think
Good
honestly,
looking one too, actually.
we saw this. Portia, we are ran Portia out of here. I think that
Portia, come back, Portia. Portia, come back.
I think one of the problems is, she shouldn't have done this interview.
Oh my
Right?
God, oh my Lord, that's
Now
the
the,
first
vic-
thing I
now, the
said.
victim can run her mouth all day long, and she's not criminally liable or anything. But this girl should not be talking. Her parents should have advised her. I can't believe she don't have a parent right there sitting with her.
John, that's the first thing I said.
Nor does she have a lawyer sitting right there with her. The other
Oh,
girl,
yeah, amen.
the victim
It's
had
like, but worse than that, why on God's green earth don't her parents know this?
right, and again, like you've done the deed now, right? And so
What's wrong with these ninjas?
we need to minimize all damage downstream from here. This is what they should be doing for her daughter.
Yep.
Behind the scene, they could be, what the fuck you do this for? But they got to put a unified front, in front of the media. And if they had done that, in my opinion, if this fucking media come to me with this black girl, no offense to her, but she's just letting this girl talk her way into a criminal charge.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why the parents just, hey, you know what? If we can say apologize and avoid this.
Well, and there is the next thing, man. Man, listen, I told you guys, man, like, I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I told you, when I used to listen to Colin Cowherd, he made me, like, if you don't run, they don't chase. She could have ended all this shit by just stopping it, saying, you know what, I apologize. It's probably over. That's all the people wanted. But she can't run. I ain't mean to get you in.
Her track career is over either way. No college is going to take her.
Well, but somebody may take her. She give enough convincing. I changed, right? It could be a redemption story. But the lack of her parents is really, really alarming, to be honest with you.
Well, I told them, I told Portia last night, her parents should not be sending her to an HBCU. If she gets into college.
But they will take her. You know what I'm saying? They will take her. You know what I'm saying? They need the numbers. Yeah. There's enough of them that one of them will take her. And, again, like, yeah, her parents basically are letting her sink herself. That's amazing,
Yeah,
in their own house, man.
Down, so I did my cool down, and when I went back up there, he said they offered them a rerun and they didn't want to do it, and we're disqualified. And he told me to stay around him because he didn't want nothing else to happen.
Definitely. So that whole, the collision that people see, and like you explained it, you're pumping your arm, getting ready to run forward, and that's where that forward motion comes from. That was not you intentionally striking her with that baton, right?
Yeah, plenty, like, people that I don't even know at my school found my Instagram and texted me because they know it's not in my character. Even other track teams like Norview and Manor texted me because they know it's not in my character.
And talk to me about how it's made you feel when you see that video has gone viral and you read the hurtful comments and you see people who don't know you at all making comments like that.
That's in the hood.
Oh, is it?
It's not. It's not a bad. It's not like a hood. It's not like
ain't no fucking tear coming out of her eye, man.
No, she manages to squeeze a few out.
Does she? Okay, man. See this?
Like,
why let your daughter do this?
Yeah,
they're going off of one angle, like.
And why? If you're gonna let her do it,
chick is a psychopath, man.
I know what happened, but I can't. I don't have enough.
Nobody brought her a tissue yet. parents just letting her melt down, man. What the fuck? Right? Like, what?
Yeah, this. Oh wow.
Like I would have stepped in and said, I think this is enough, right? I think she's been through enough, right? Thank you very much for your time. You know what I'm saying? Like they just didn't. I can't believe it. They let this go on for 12 minutes.
Well, let me ask you two a question. Do you think, and this is, y'all will just think I'm weird again. Do you think the reporter should have made the call? Like, I can't do this.
Well, I think the reporter got to go viral.
Clearly.
Right?
Yeah, but that's the thing though, Stanley. The reporter knows that this is only gonna bury this girl. But just like this violent sprinter right here, she'll never apologize for doing it.
Right.
So the reporter, she don't give a fuck, just like this bitch don't give a fuck.
You know who would be interesting to ask about this, Stanley? And I would love for you to ask him tonight if Tom Gully comes on.
He was on last night watching it.
Well, what I would be curious to know is how would this story get assigned? Right? Like this is a young black girl interviewing this person. Right. She's probably fairly new in her career anyway. She's going in probably trying to do damage control, as you can see by the leading questions. Mm-hmm. But she basically led her into, more or less, she's stated a lot, she's made her position, before even going to court. So if her position changes, then, highlights the conflict there. I don't think she should be on the record at all. And I would love to see how this story is assigned. Like what type of reporter would be assigned to go do this? I would imagine they send a black reporter there to go do this. That's why
it's a black female.
Yeah. That's what I would imagine.
The minority affairs beat.
Right. Topics that are, like if it was Hispanic issue, you probably send a Hispanic. Anyway, interesting. I'll carry on.
Well,
like they went on the news.
I was going to say, just so you know, at least when I lived in Norfolk for 7 years, if I recall, it's about a 50-50 city. Reminds me of Savannah in some ways. So Norview is over. I think it's on the way out to Little Creek. I forget the name of the long road, but there's a huge black community in the town. So it's gonna be. I don't even know that you would call it a minority beat. There's enough black people that I'm pretty sure that they hand selected this young black female, just for
the aesthetic
make
of
it comfortable.
Right? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you would have picked her.
Whereas the other girl up in Roanoke, she had a young white male interviewer.
Yeah, I wonder. He may have been fairly new. Let's go.
I'm just a person by myself. Nobody's gonna believe me because I can admit from the video it does look purposeful, but I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose because of jealousy. It's plenty of people. I know I'm not the best at track. I applaud her for being such a great runner. I would never hit somebody because of jealousy. And it's like at the end of the
day, jealousy come up. Who mentioned jealousy?
She did.
I'm a child too. And I'm sorry. I didn't intentionally hit her. I didn't know it was gonna cause a concussion. I didn't know all of this was gonna happen. I would never do that to somebody on purpose. Literally, when I used to play basketball, I literally used to apologize in the middle of the game. Like nobody does. I'm not the type to hit somebody on purpose. Like I've never been in a fight. I've always been in honor roll. I never get calls home. So just people making just off of a 9-second video, they're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video. And I have a lot of supportive people around me, so I love them for that. And I know it's not affecting, it's just a lot on me. I'm confident in myself. I know what I did. Nobody's going to make me think that I did something that I didn't do. So that's the way I was raised. I was raised well, so I know, it's just still a
She
lot
got the
because
raised
it's
well,
the
right?
whole world against me and my friends,
She didn't say raised
and my
good.
peers
hmm
have been by my side, and I appreciate that. But that's it. It's them against the world. And a lot of different places are posting stuff and they don't even know what happened, for views or for clicks. They're saying I attacked her when they didn't even hear my side of the story. They're going off of only what she said and only because she said it and she's hurt. Oh, I'm the bad person. But if you look at the video, you can see she caused me to trip, and when I caught myself, she got hit. You know.
Yeah. Like you were saying, it was like a balance thing.
Yeah.
Like you were. Do you feel like either
She's
way,
trying to
like
help
you were
me else,
gonna
though.
either collide with her or y'all something was,
It
how was that gonna be?
I knew it was eventually going to happen because even at regionals, the girl, we were our arms were really close to each other, and she waited till she got to a distance in front of me to cut me off. Like if you're driving a car and you can't merge just because you feel like it. If you get ran into from the back, it's still your fault. But at the end of the day, both of you guys are hurt. Well, I'm not hurt, but I tripped and she got hit. Yeah, like they don't care about that part. They just care about, oh, she hit. Oh, sorry. She care about, oh, my daughter got hit. So I'm gonna get on all of these news stations, and I don't care about how she feels. I don't care about the death threat she's already getting. I'm just gonna keep going on different news stations and forget about how she feels when you never even heard my side of the story. My parents apologized on my behalf. I was at school. I can't get on the phone with them. Well, he's on the phone with them. So
Oh man.
when I seen her on the news, I was like, oh, she thinks I did it on purpose. Maybe I should text her. Like, because I found her Instagram.
No,
So I
don't text
followed her
her.
on Instagram to see if she would follow me back, and she blocked me. But some way, somehow, she
For
still
your
wants an
own
apology,
protection.
but she blocked the contact of me trying to text her because she assumed that I'm just this bad person. So
And that was your first time competing against each other.
yeah, I didn't even know her, honestly. I don't really pay attention to track and field. I just run and go to practice for because I like the friendship out of it.
And talk to me about how long you've been in track. Like you said, you're clearly really good at it and everything. So talk to me about your track and all your sports background.
I started in volleyball. I was captain a couple years in volleyball, MVP 2 years, I think. Track, indoor track. I was going to do basketball, but my friend freshman year, she was like, Alayla, you should do track with me. So I did track. So I haven't really been doing this for my whole life, but I've been doing it for 4 years, and I've never, not one incident has ever happened with me, like not one. I'm good at triple jump. I like triple jump mostly. I got hurt at states last year, but I still placed runner up. I placed runner up because my ankle gave out during triple jump, but things happen. So
talk to me. Yeah, talk to me. Just a couple more for you. Talk to me about. I mean, like you said, you came back from the meet Tuesday night. You go to school Wednesday thinking everything's fine. What's happened between Wednesday and now in terms of at school? Like your parents are telling me they're trying to take her out of every sport and everything. Right.
That's what the comments were
saying. That's what the media wants. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, excuse me.
Talk to me about how school has been. Like you said, your friends and stuff have been supportive. Have you talked to your track coach much? Are you still on the track team?
Oh yeah, I'm still on the track team. He's known me. He's actually my volleyball coach and my track coach, so he knows me very well. I wouldn't do it on purpose. Around school, it is everybody. They're like, Alayla, I didn't know that was you. Oh, why did you hit her? And I'm like, it was an accident, But they don't really know what happened. They know that I wouldn't hit nobody on purpose, but from the video, it looks like, But like I said, angles play a big part, and people are going to believe what they want to believe at the end of the day, So,
like you said, you got blocked on Instagram. You haven't had a way to talk to the other young lady. If you had a chance to say what you wanted to say to her, what would you say to her in this moment?
I would, apologize. It wasn't on purpose. I would never hit her on purpose. Congratulate her for the placing, was it runner up for the 55? I think, I don't really, yeah, runner up. I'm sorry you couldn't compete for the 300-meter dash, but still, everybody has feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? It's many, like, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people attacking me, and all of, like, her family is thinking of, oh, my daughter's hurt, so I don't care about her feelings, And at the end of the day, I'm still a minor too. I'm still in high school. I'm worried about high school. I'm worried about getting my teeth pulled. My face is still swollen. I'm worried about my grades. I missed 2 days of school. I'm trying to get my grades together, and all this in my head is people sending me a new page posting it, a new news station posting it. I went to look up something on my mom's phone today, and it was on the Google thing from New York Post. And I'm like, nobody even heard my side. They're just doing it for views, for clicks. But at the end of the day, they're not, like, nobody's considering my feelings, like nobody except for my family and my friends.
And this is senior year for you, so this makes it even harder.
Yeah. Right? And, like, colleges looking at me. Well, what do you think people are going to think? Like, I know what happened, but from the video, they'd be like, oh, that's that girl. I don't want her on my team, So, yeah.
What do you think so far, Stanley?
I don't so much. I mean, it is what it is as far as what happened. I just think, it was probably a little bit of a reflex. I don't think it was premeditated. It was probably just frustration. And you know how quick things happen on a track. It was just like, something she did. What worries me is that, an experienced track person just reflexively does it out of frustration. That's a lack of discipline.
Yeah, I've never. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Her parents, I'm just going, wow, what were they thinking? Having her on there, I wonder if a lawyer would have ever allowed this.
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy. And I mean, I know she's only 17, she's inexperienced, etc. Letting her get on there, and I'm assuming her parents were in the background or something. Maybe they're trying to humanize her a bit, and they did the exact opposite.
Yeah, no, I think you need some media training when it comes to this. Media savvy, I should say. And they didn't seem to have much media savvy there as it relates to,
No, it's just, I mean, anybody with just a modicum of sense would have never let that child talk to a reporter without at least, like, you must know a lawyer, you must know the coach. I mean, go to the principal. Somebody should have been talking to somebody for advice before they just allowed her on there.
Would you let your son date her when she turns 18?
Oh, I talked to this. I talked to this last night. No, if he was, we would be distancing ourselves, because anybody who reflexively lashes out, no, that's Universal was on last night. No, she needs some counseling, like anger management or something. And I'm not Universal. I'm just giving you my thoughts.
Yeah.
Knowing athletics, because I did high